Right now, life has us keeping our distance, but there's never been a more important time to come together. Scouting looks a little different than what we're used to, sure, but across the country, Scouts are coming together to learn, grow, and serve even while apart, because that's what Scouting has always been about. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Our culture is one of perseverance and determination. Our foundation is that of always being prepared. When you think about it, we've been preparing for times like these for over 100 years. Because for the past century, we've been pioneers, adventurers, helpers, scouts. Nothing can stop us. We've got this. We are Scouts.
Oh, hello there. My name is Jada.
My name is Carlos.
My name is Kathleen.
My name is Dex, and I'm a Cub Scout.
And I'm a Cub Scout. And I'm a Cub Scout. I'm here to talk to you today about becoming a Cub Scout like me. Who here knows what Cub Scouts do?
Well, since this is a video, I'm just going to tell you what they do, and let's see if you're right. Cub Scouts get badges for doing fun activities. We make friends. Scouts go camping,
climbing, fishing, and swimming together. We have fun, we play sports, and go to parades. Scouts also help people and become the best versions of themselves.
Scouts become future leaders. In fact, some Scouts have even made history. Did you know that some of our former presidents, astronauts, award-winning scientists, and actors were Scouts when they were your age?
Here's an example of something Cub Scouts get to do each year. Wait for it.
We use our skills to make rockets, and then we fly them.
Fly them! So, who wants to become a Cub Scout?
Okay, this is still a video, so I'm gonna need you to let me know a different way. Visit beascout.org to find a pack near you.
Get any questions answered and sign up for Cub Scouts online. Make sure you have an adult to help you with that part, though.
Good evening, and thanks to everybody for joining us tonight. My name is Steve Williams, and I'm honored to chair the 7th Annual Night of Scouting again this year. While we would certainly prefer to be gathering in person tonight, we're happy just to continue our tradition and honor a great community member for service to our community. I am honored to serve Scouting in the Wabash Valley and to support Scouting personally and professionally. Williams Law Firm is proud to sponsor this event. We're fortunate to have so many distinguished guests' comments prepared for you. We especially want to recognize some of Scouting's superheroes who you will hear from tonight. Good Scouting honoree Rick Berger. Accepting the posthumous award on behalf of the family of Ron Reeves, Jack Fenolio, and Wabash Valley District Chairman Tim Pittman. Our Scouts and volunteers have shown great resilience in the past 6 months and continue to serve our community through their Adopt a School program, an upcoming blood drive, and annual Scouting for Food campaign coming in early November. By attending tonight's event, you are a superhero for Boy Scouts of America. You're advocating and supporting the future of Scouting. Our community will be led by the young adults who will make ethical decisions, are first to volunteer as a leader, serve their neighbors, and show bold patriotism. And who better provides leadership and inspiration to our community and Scouts on what can be achieved through service and action than Rick Berger. Rick, thank you for being a hero to Scouting and a good Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty
to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law.
To help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout is trustworthy,
loyal,
helpful,
friendly,
courteous,
Kind,
obedient,
cheerful,
thrifty,
brave,
clean, and reverent.
At this time, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight. I would especially like to recognize our generous sponsors for this evening's event. Eagle Scout sponsors are Williams Law Firm and Benchmark Steel. Star Scout sponsors are Duke Energy, Overhead Door Company of Terre Haute Savings Bank, and the Pi Kappa Alpha Fraternity. First Scout sponsors are American Structure Point, Inc., First Financial Bank, Fleschner, Stark, Terneuzen Newen, Ivy Tech Community College, Providence Medical Group, Templeton Coal Company, Inc., Terre Haute Economic Development Corporation, Thompson Thrift, and Wilkinson, Goler, Modison, Wilkinson, and Drummy. And Wabash Valley supporter is Wright, Shagley, and Lowry. I'd like to thank our fantastic committee members who worked hard to help raise the needed funds for scouting and put together tonight's event. Bob Baszler, Bart Caldwell, Anne Marie Conley, Aaron Craig, Kent Harris, Ted Hazeldine, Fred Nation, Tom Newen, Ed Pease, John Pelletier, Pat Ralston, Jordan Sandu, and Jim Stoltz. Scouting's reach in the Wabash Valley grows every day with a dedicated team of volunteers and staff that engage families in fun and adventure. Tim Pittman is the volunteer district chairman for the Wabash Valley District, encompassing Clay, Park, Putnam, Sullivan, Vermilion, and Vigo counties. Tonight, he'd like to provide some highlights of the district's recent successes.
Good evening. My name is Tim Pittman, and I serve as the district chairman for the Wabash Valley District. I also serve as the committee chair for PAC 38, Troop 006, and Troop 38, chartered by the Mount Pleasant United Methodist Church in Terre Haute. I'm also involved in Crossroads of America Council's Wood Badge staff. I'm the father of 2 Eagle Scouts from Troop 38. Connor is beginning his career as a software engineer in the Detroit area after graduating from the Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology this spring. Spencer is a junior majoring in chemistry at Butler University. I would like to thank all of you for your support and attending the Terre Haute Night of Scouting as we honor Rick Berger of Duke Energy and Ron Reeves of the Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology for our posthumous award. The Wabash Valley District is proud to serve the 6 counties of Clay, Park, Putnam, Sullivan, Vermilion, and Vigo in western Indiana. In 2019, the Wabash Valley District served 1,535 youth. Of those, 446 were served in our after-school program that aims to serve our undeserved youth of Vigo County. Full family scouting has continued to grow after chartering the Crossroads of America's first female Scouts BSA troop, Troop 006, by chartering the second female Scouts troop in our district in Sullivan County. Troop 139 is chartered by the Sullivan American Legion Post 139. The Wabash Valley District continued to grow in Cub Scouting. Pack 473 in West Terre Haute has been reestablished and welcomed 20 new families into Scouting. Pack 479 in Rosedale was also restarted and welcomed 10 new families into Cub Scouts. New partnerships are continuing to be developed to offer new and exciting programming in the Wabash Valley. We have partnered with the Terre Haute Children's Museum to bring the first virtual STEM Scouting Lab that will allow for STEM Scouts to participate in hands-on STEM activities while at home. As Scouting continues to grow, there have also been many successes in Wabash Valley during this COVID-19 pandemic. Volunteers and parents are finding new ways to deliver the Scouting program while remaining safe and having fun. Hybrid pack and troop Zoom meetings are allowing Scouts to remain at home but not miss out on what's happening in their unit. Troop 101 pulled back the books and worked together to provide their own week-long summer resident camp at the Vigo County Conservation Club. Our Putnam County troops, Troop 99 and 93, have taken full advantage of their fall break to provide a 4-day camping experience for their Scouts to earn many different merit badges such as camping, cooking, swimming, citizenship in the world, and much more. Other of our units have participated in online Zoom meetings in order to continue merit badges. Some of these are also offered by our council. Finally, I would like to thank Steve Williams and the Terre Haute Night of Scouting Committee for their continued support of the Wabash Valley District and all of their hard work they have put into this event. And thank you to the countless number of volunteers who dedicate their time and their support to keep Scouting going in the Wabash Valley District. Thank you.
It is a distinct privilege to have been asked to present my friend Ronald G. Reeves, former Vice President for Development and Public Affairs at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, for the Good Scout Award posthumously. I believe I can make a strong case that Ron's tremendous organizational skills and his make it happen attitude can be traced to Cub Scout Pack 30 on Terre Haute's east side in the early 1940s. His work in philanthropy was first documented in 6th grade when he was president of the Junior Red Cross and collected paper for the war drive. While at Wiley High School, Ron was among 6 young men selected to join 6 at Garfield and 6 at Gersmeyer in establishing key clubs in the 3 Terre Haute high schools. This marked the beginning of a 6-decade-plus association with the Kiwanis International family. In the 50 years that I knew Ron, I never heard any complaints or regrets from this gentle giant. The closest thing to a regret was his enrolling in Purdue University for his freshman year. As Ron once explained it to me, the long walks across the campus between classes and the wind, rain, and snow pelting your face was something I just didn't want to do for 4 years. So he transferred to Rose Polytechnic Institute, where all classes and laboratories were conducted in one large academic building, which still serves the school very well today. This was the best decision Ron Reeves ever made. It was not only good for Ron, but all for the decades has been beneficial to Terre Haute and the Wabash Valley, state of Indiana, and the greater Rose community whose impact makes a difference around the world every day. Ron was graduated in 1958 with a BS in electrical engineering and commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army. Following the active duty portion of his commission, he joined the U.S. Army Reserve and advanced through the ranks, retiring from that in 1966. All this time since graduation, he had been a registered professional engineer in industry, principally with the Visqueen division of Ethel Corporation. In May of 1967, Ron joined his alma mater and immediately stepped in to head the development and public affairs efforts, taking over from his former professor and mentor, John Bloxham, who was granted a one-year leave of absence to serve as Grand Master of the Masons in Indiana. His 1 year in was very impactful. In fact, it was so impactful that 2 years later, Professor Bloxham was commissioned to research and write a centennial volume titled Rose, the First 100 Years. With Professor Bloxham spending full time on the centennial volume, full responsibility for the development effort fell to Ron Reeves. In a Rose career spanning 30 years, Ron completed the capital campaign begun in 1965 and planned and implemented 4 other capital campaigns during his tenure. Each surpassed the stated goal. Through these efforts, and many others in the community, Ron earned the titles of Mr. Rose-Hulman, Mr. ATO, and the Fighting Engineers #1 fan. Rose-Hulman honors conferred on Ron included the President's Outstanding Service Award, the Alumni Association's Honor Alumni Award, induction into Rose's Athletic Hall of Fame, and an honorary doctorate at the 1997 commencement, the year of his retirement. Community recognition came in the form of a Terry Award from the Terre Haute Chamber of Commerce, the Chaplainess Root Award from Hospice of the Wabash Valley, and the Handclasp Award from the Kiwanis Club of Terre Haute. Thus, 75 years after he began a life of community service in Cub Scout Pack 30, it is fitting that we add the Good Scout Award this evening. My first contact with Ron Reeves in a scouting capacity came in 1978, when, as his direct report, I approached him to get permission to leave work at 3 p.m. on a certain day of the week to become a den leader at Pack 30. At that time, Devaney Elementary School was a brand new school and needed an extra den leader because it had combined 2 other schools. Does it conflict with anything we're doing here? Ron asked, knowing the answer. It so happened that Ron was chairman of the Wabash Valley Council, Boy Scouts of America at the time. Jack Fenolio, in accepting this award on behalf of Ron Reeves' family and his many friends, please share your thoughts on Good Scout Ron Reeves.
This is Jack Fenolio, and I think it's a great idea to honor Ron as an outstanding scouter, because an outstanding person who happens to be a scouter. I first met Ron when I was a green as grass freshman at Rose Poly, now Rose-Hulman, and I was a pledge at ATO fraternity. Ron was our pledge trainer who taught us how to be good ATOs as freshmen who didn't know anything about fraternities. In his 30 years in the development office at Rose-Hulman, he helped many, many, many students make it through Rose. Many by raising the $150 million through the development office needed to give them a good education. And others by just encouraging them personally. Some were even given a place to stay in his home when their finances reached a low ebb and they were thinking about dropping out at Rose. While he was at Rose, the Boy Scouts at Terre Haute had, for many years, explorer posts dealing with scientific subjects that I know were the result of Ron's talking with professors, and other people on the staff to help in those scouting programs. I was fortunate to be the council commissioner of the then Wabash Valley Council when Ron was elected council president over 30 years ago. His ability to work with people all over the community was very, very helpful to the Boy Scouts. They appreciated his service so much that the council awarded him in 1986 the Silver Beaver Award, which is the highest award a council can bestow on a volunteer. Those chosen to receive it are recognized for their unselfish giving to the Boy Scouts, but also their giving to the community outside of the Boy Scouts. And Ron did that to the nth degree. And I'm very proud to have been a friend of his for all those years. Thank you.
The Good Scout Award was created to celebrate individuals with a strong connection to the Wabash Valley community, who embody the values which are essential to the scouting program, such as trustworthiness, loyalty, cheerful service, and most important, leadership. Those who are honored with the Good Scout Award are recognized as leaders in their community and career, and who lead their lives with integrity. The Good Scout Award honorees serve as inspiration for Scouts on what is possible when you lead a life of cheerful service. So you've heard the qualities of the Good Scout Award. Let's look at some of our past honorees. Our past honorees have been Tom Newen, Bart Caldwell, Ted Hazeldine, Bob Baszler, Ed Pease, Gary Morris, and Joyce Coplis. And certainly those people exemplify the qualities that I've just described. And now to introduce this evening's Good Scout Award honoree, Rick Berger, are Bart Caldwell and Pat Ralston.
My friend Rick Berger serves as Duke Energy's district manager for Terre Haute, Clinton, Greencastle, Spencer, and Brazil. This year marks his 44th year with Duke Energy. During his career, Rick has held various leadership roles in the Indiana communities of Greencastle, Rochester, Vincennes, Lafayette, and Terre Haute. Rick's a native Hoosier and he was born in Brazil, Indiana. He and his wife Karen have 4 children and 7 grandchildren. Rick's always had a deep interest in farming, fostered by growing up on the family farm, and still today, Rick actively helps his brother and father farm in Jasonville. Since transferring to Terre Haute from Lafayette in August of 2002, Rick has taken an active role in many different community organizations. He's past chairman of the Terre Haute Chamber of Commerce Board, past chairman of the Terre Haute Economic Development Corporation. He's a member of the Vigo County Redevelopment Commission. He's a member of the Wabash Valley Junior Achievement Board. He's a member of the Trees Inc. Board. He's past president of the Board of Directors of the United Way of the Wabash Valley. He's a member of the Terre Haute Children's Museum Board, the Eli Lilly Community Advisory Board, the Terre Haute Humane Society Board, the Vigo County Historical Society Board, and the Union Hospital Foundation Board. Every locality where Rick has lived and worked is better off because of his passionate commitment to community engagement and support. In summary, Rick Berger makes a difference in his community each and every day.
I was asked if I could introduce Rick Berger for this prestigious award and can really consider it an honor because him and I have been friends for many, many years. Recently, I spoke to Steve Wood, who's the president of the Economic Development Corporation, and he said this about Rick. He's a committed member of our community development efforts since he returned to Wabash Valley nearly 2 decades ago. Rick is a longtime member of the Economic Development Corporation. He also serves on the executive committee. He is also on the County Redevelopment Commission, which is the entity that owns and develops unsold properties in Vigo County industrial parks, and he's a true asset in all those areas. We greatly appreciate Rick's guidance in economic development for our community. In addition to the organizations that Bart did mention, Rick did serve on the Vigo County Council and did an outstanding job from 2012 to 2016. In 2018, Rick received the James B. Duke Award. This award is the highest honor for a Duke Energy employee who uses her passion to make an extraordinary impact on the company and their communities. This award is the highest honor for a Duke employee who uses their passion to make an extraordinary impact on the company and the communities that they serve. Upon receiving this award, working for Duke Energy allows me to bring resources together to make a difference for our community, supporting economic development, education, quality of life, creating the jobs, and getting the job done. Rick truly personifies a community engagement culture of being actively involved in these cities, towns, and counties that's served by Duke Energy. He serves an example for all of us to follow. He's an outstanding community leader. He's somebody who supports many organizations, and he is well worth receiving this award. It's my pleasure to introduce Rick Berger for the 2020 Good Scout Award presented by the Crossroads Scout Council number 160. Congratulations, Rick. Job well done and well deserved.
My name is Rick Berger. I work at Duke Energy. I've worked at Duke Energy for going on 44 years with them. It's a great company to work for. I'm originally from Jasonville, Indiana. My wife and I, we have 4 children and we have 7 great grandchildren too. So we are blessed. I've worked in areas of Greencastle, Lafayette, Vincennes, and now here in Terre Haute in my years of service with Duke Energy. And also I continue to help my brother farm on the family farm too. The question is, have I ever been a scout before? I have not, but in my job and personally, I've always supported scouting. And I think one of the neat projects here I see in the Terre Haute area, we've always supported has been the Baszler's Cookout over here. When Bob Baszler had the cookout, we always had between probably 60 and 70 employees always going to that. And Duke Energy always had a good showing, and it was a fun time. I've also talked to a lot of scouts out there on electrical safety in our world. We always want to promote safety, but I believe in scouting. I see the leadership of a lot of scouts, and it's always a good thing. The other thing, the mentors in my life, I would say I look back at my family. I'm originally from Jasonville, Indiana, and raised on a farm. My brother still farms, and I help him farm. But I feel like the people that's really helped me in life, my mom's given me the heart to care for people. My dad, the hands to work hard every day. And my brother has been my best friend, and he's shown me what friendship needs when you meet friends out there in this world and how you should treat people. So I think my mom, my dad, and my brother have been great mentors in my life to help me in my years here at Duke Energy and just the human life, basically. Working for a company like Duke Energy, it's allowed me to put a lot of resources together and make a difference in our communities. And that could be either through economic development, education, quality of life, or just creating jobs. But I'm proud to work for Duke Energy because I feel like they challenge their employees to give their best, to give in the communities and make a difference. And a lot of our men and women do that. So I'm proud of that too. Currently, I serve on a lot of different boards in the Wabash Valley here. Some of those are really kind to my mind that I really enjoy being on. I enjoy being on all the boards. but the question was asked, which ones make a difference, you feel like? The Terre Haute Economic Development Corporation, again, creating jobs in communities. The Chamber is the voice of smaller businesses, a member of the Chamber. The Humane Shelter, you know, my heart goes out to puppies and cats, let me tell you. The quality of life, and I really enjoy being on that. The Children's Museum, I'm on the board here locally, and you know, helping kids learn is a very exciting thing for me in life. And the Historical Society, I love history, and being on this historical board here. We have a jewel in downtown Terre Haute here. You know, someone asked me, what's the things that get you excited right now here in Terre Haute, Indiana? And if you look I've lived here for 18 years, my family and I look back and look at downtown Terre Haute, what it's developing into and where it's come from. And it's amazing what's going on. You know, convention center, new businesses downtown. So it's great to see that. The little town of Brazil, I worked with the mayor over there, and we had an old Duke Energy building, and we sold it to them, and they are repurposing that for a new police station. Another thing is the wetland area in West Terre Haute here. Duke Energy's been a strong partner there in creating that. And another thing that's coming up here soon, October 29th, is going to be a big food drive here in this Wabash Valley. That's with Catholic Charities. That's with the Wabash Fairgrounds and other people too. But we're going to be feeding 2,000 families, and over $100,000 worth of food will be going out in about 2.5 hours that day. So those are things that get me excited. There's so much excitement I feel like in this community here. You know, all the communities I work in, Terre Haute, Clinton, Brazil, Spencer, and Greencastle, I feel like I have a great area to work with, the communities that care, a village of people that come together and work together. And I think my last comment here would be, you know, everything I try to tackle in life, I try to bring a positive attitude, and I hope I have that contagious energy that everyone would like to gain and be on that team. And, you know, it just does. It takes a village of people to make a difference out here in this world. And, you know, scouting is so important, I believe, to teach the leadership skills. And I'm just honored to receive this award. But it takes, please understand, it does take a lot of people that's not with me today should be recognized too. So I kind of like to just accept this on behalf of all my communities, because I have the best communities to work with in life. Thank you.
It's again my honor to thank everyone for attending this wonderful event this evening to celebrate scouting and the contributions of Rick Berger and Ron Reeves, true role models for our community. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and good night.
The other thing I like to say, you know, everyone always has business cards. And, you know, we always have the business card we work with. But I have already created this one here, and it's called Working for the People and Living the Dream. So sometimes rather than giving this card to Duke Energy, here's my card for working with everybody. And if you carry these words with you every day, you know, working for the people and living the dream, I believe in scouting, and the dream is to be your best. And I think if we carry these words and be kind to people, that we can do a lot of good things in this world. And we are doing a lot of good things in this world too.